A black cloud continued to loom over Dichtersruhe, as black as the ink poured over hundreds and thousands of pages that no one would ever read. No matter how long my work of selection went on, the task appeared more and more onerous. By my calculation, a year would not be enough for me to be able to thoroughly review all the entries. I spoke to the burgomaster about it, and he presented me with another problem: the difficulty of impaneling a neutral jury, that is, of finding individuals who are completely uninvolved with the competition. Taking into account the close family ties among the inhabitants of Dichtersruhe, only the unmarried burgomaster Keller was left to give me a hand, though he too had a book in the drawer. He could not participate in the contest. Lastly, there was Cantonal Councillor Lenz, who was one of the few in the village whose fingers were not ink-stained. But even so, the problem was only partly solved. To get through all that material in the allocated time would require at least a dozen capable and willing helpers. The prospect of having to postpone everything until the following year would have upset more than a few people. There was also the risk that, after a year, the bank financially supporting the prize might no longer see its way to granting such a striking sum and might reduce it or even eliminate it from the budget. The burgomaster convened a special meeting in the town hall council chamber, which Dr. Fuchs naturally attended. The conclusion was that the prize could not be postponed, that the news had already been circulated to the press, and that the announcement of the competition had also been issued and was posted in plain sight on the bulletin boards of every town in the canton. It was not a peaceable meeting. Some individuals proposed their own solutions that inevitably conflicted with those of others. There were those who recommended reading only the works that had been submitted first. The postmark would attest to the date. Others suggested choosing only the shorter works, or perhaps excluding memoirs, or why not consider only poetry collections? The final word belonged to the devil.